We're out here this evening to celebrate HotRod Harris, a generous musician here in the local San Diego music scene. We are promoting the support of local musicians, whether it be financially, in any kind of guidance, in any kind of advocacy, or just basic fandom, getting out to the open mics, getting out to their shows, supporting them in that way. Because HotRod Harris did all of those things continuously and always with a positive attitude, a hug at the door, a big smile on his face. And so we'd like to continue on that legacy with HotRodHelps.org.
What HotRod wanted was a place to nurture a serious musician, but also somebody who just loved music, wanted that artist in themselves to come out and just share what was coming from inside.
HotRod was all about, being very generous and caring for people, and trying to help out as in any way that he could, whether through encouragement or through any other means. And I think that this foundation is very true to that spirit of giving and generosity, helping out musicians whenever, in any way possible.
What inspired us to start the fund was after his passing, I got a flood of emails and messages about how he had helped these specific people. And when we decided to start the fund, it was to focus on that kind of assistance that he did in the community. And the way that he always did it was never somebody directly came up to him and said, I need this. It was something that he had heard or that he could sense from being so entrenched in the community that he would offer up his help without even being asked.
At that time, I was going through a lot with my family, and we had a really tough time with money. And so I had to sell a bunch of recording equipment, mixers, and a bunch of other stuff, and I couldn't get rid of them. And I was talking to him about it one night, and he just said, well, make me a list of what you got. And so I made him a list. I just said, well, this is the stuff I have sitting around. And he said, okay, I'll take all of it, and I'll give you $600. And it was more than I was asking for all of it. And we paid our rent, and we went along. And that's the one thing that stands out the most to me about HotRod was that experience. And that's why I'm helping out with the foundation today.
He fronted the money for my first PA system when I wanted to go out and play music. And I couldn't get a credit card, and he fronted me to actually buy my own PA system and go out and play music and do that, and I was able to pay him back, and it was a great experience. But that's how he was. I mean, he just wanted people to continue their craft in any way they could. So
HotRod Helps, the basic platform is the website where you can go and nominate local musicians who may be in need of some kind of assistance in any of those forms that I mentioned. You can nominate a musician, you can nominate yourself, you could maybe say, I had heard about this person that might need some assistance.
I mean, I think it's wonderful because we need help, and it's a tough act. I've struggled with music, and I've had ups and downs, and there's times where you may be making more money, there's times where you have no money.
Yeah, HotRod's philosophies were exactly that, just to give. He wasn't too concerned with receiving, as far as I can tell. He's very appreciative of any little thing that you did give back to him, but he was always the giver. And that's just what made, that's what made him him.
Yeah, I think our number one goal would be to grow in a way that still has a good idea as to what's going on in the local music community, where the needs are, so that we can be an integral part of helping those situations.